Hi class, good evening. How have you been? I hope everybody has been doing a good time. So let's start today's class and we're going to talk about first of all language. We're going to skip a little bit the book and the content that we have been practicing before. So tell me, do you think the language is important? Do you think that it is not maybe English or Spanish, maybe other languages? Do you consider that they are like, I don't know, it's like, has some very interesting parts, or what do you think about it? Can you tell me? Aha, okay, that's a good idea. Okay, what about you? What do you think about languages? Okay, it's okay to connect, to communicate. Okay, what about you? Tell me. Nice, exactly, for earning more information about it. Okay, guys, so now I want you to give me a list about the good or bad things that are surrounded according to languages. First of all, I want you to go to the board and I want you to write some words. So we're going to divide the class in two teams, team number one, team number two, and let's take probably a team number three. I will give you some markers, or you need to write some words related to the topic. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so now based on the words that you have already written on the board, we're going to discuss how languages and how this class is going to help you out to improve your listening and speaking abilities. So first of all, we already have the ideas. Now you have explained me what are the good and bad points about the language. Perfect. So now I want you to give me your opinion about English. What do you think about the English language? Do you consider is it good? Is it bad? Or is it just like a subject that you need to study because of the school? So tell me. Okay, it is quite reasonable. What about you? Okay, for video games, it's a nice idea. You can practice a little bit more there. What about you? For reading books and okay, about some news? No, okay. Okay, you don't like it at all? Well, no. But remember, you can keep improving until the point that you can find super happy with the class and start learning more. So let's move on to the next activity. Now, we're going to practice a tongue twister. Have you ever made one in Spanish? Pepe pecas pica papas? Okay, so now we're going to make a different, it's about some witches. Okay? So if you okay, one person please at the front, I will hand you with another with this little thing for you to check an exactly page, and you will find a tongue twister that is the one that we're going to practice. So you're going to work in teams, and first of all we're going to practice together. Okay, for you to start improving your fluency. But before we practice, I want you to, in teams, analyze the words that you have. Do you find any word that it is a little bit complex, or is it too complicated for pronunciation? I know that most of you can or could have some questions about it, but let's remember it's a tongue twister. It shouldn't be so easy as you expect. So let's give you 2 minutes for you to practice, to check. Okay guys, so we have discussed your questions, we have already checked your doubts about pronunciation, but now we're going to make a competence according to the tongue twister. We're going to play a hot potato round, and the person who has the ball needs to obviously read the tongue twister. Okay, so if the person has several mistakes, you're going to write it down in a notebook and you're going to comment them later. Okay, so we're going to make activity, so let's go. Okay, so we have already made 3 rounds from the hot potato activity, and most students have the same questions about it, that it's like the word which on the word watch and watched and switch. So there are some words that you need to practice. However, we're going to keep practicing in further classes. So now, I want you to tell me some good and some comments about your classmates' performance. Okay, we're going to start with you. Can you tell me some words about it? Okay, that's a good one. What about you from the other line? Okay, that's correct. Now let me think about you. Okay. Okay. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to adapt this activity with the next one. So now I want you to work in pairs and you're going to practice the tongue twister. You have the pronunciation on the board. You have pronunciation, you have the piece of paper with the words that you're going to pronounce. So you just need to practice each other. When student A starts reading the tongue twister, student B writes the comment, and vice versa for you to keep improving your abilities. Okay? So you're going to have 5 minutes for doing this activity, and when we finish, I will check your ratings about your students' performance. So let's go. Well, so right now, just almost for finishing the activity, we're going to keep practicing this. Okay, for you, a kind of horrible tongue twister, but no worries. So, very simple, guys. You need to record yourself. Yes, record with a smartphone, cell phone, with a computer. I don't know if you have a camera. If you want to ask to a friend for you to do that activity, so you need to record yourselves. Today's Monday, so you need to record it from Monday to Friday, and I want you to be 5 voice recordings, one for Monday, one on Tuesday, and so on. Very simple. And on Friday, I will listen to all of you to see if you have changed or if you have the same difficulty for doing the activity. Okay? And on Friday also you're going to write a self kind of essay about what do you think about the practice. Did you improve enough from Monday to Friday or do you need more days? Okay, so for finishing the class I want you to tell me what did we practice today, what was the content. So you have a good day and enjoy your afternoon.